All right. Good morning. Good morning. If you're just tuning in, this is Power Solutions. Every Monday we come to you with amazing conversations around what is happening in the power sector, what is happening, and what are the innovative ways we can help Nigerians solve their power problems. My name is Wisdom. They call me Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo, and this is Power Solutions. Power Solutions is powered by All On Energy Impact Investment Company, with support in partnership with Nigeria Info, your number one talk station. Yes, today we're having amazing conversations again, like we do every single week. And I mean, every week I go and I miss talking to you guys. And the joy for me doing this is, at least one person gets to know or learn something amazing happening in renewable energy and the off-grid sector. That's a joy for me. Somebody gets to understand that there's an alternative way for me to have power in my business, in my home. And for me, that's the joy. And this is why Power Solutions is here, and amazing. All right. So this week, we are discussing, our topic is bridging the skills gap to close energy access. Bridging the skills gap to close energy access. So while we have all the work and innovations going on in the sector, there's people have asked the question, so where are the jobs? Where are the jobs? How do I plug in? How do I learn from this sector? What is the opportunities available for me? Experts in renewable energy just last month, July, said that more Nigerians have embraced the use of renewable energy in the first half of the year due to poor electricity supply and increase in prices of fuel. If you go to www.environnewsnigeria.com, you will read this news there, and it's exciting to know that more Nigerians are learning what renewable energy is all about and the opportunities that can help them support their business. So today we're talking about what are those opportunities, jobs, available. If you're an enthusiast in this sector, if you're someone with high interest in this sector, what are the opportunities available for you? And my guest today is someone who has plugged into some of these opportunities, and he's doing amazingly well. His name is Patrick Chidozie Ezenachi. He's a solar project engineer, but he has a background in electrical engineering, and I mean his story is amazing, and he'll be sharing with us in just a minute. But let me just let you know, another report have noted that Nigeria is West Africa's largest market of off-grid solar products, and sales have continued to go high every now and then. The West African market, that's Nigeria, steady growth since 2019 has been amazing. So it means more people are really switching to solar. And if you have not switched to solar, and I wonder why, what is holding you? So my guest Patrick is here. Patrick.
Good morning, Mr. Jumbo.
Okay. Can you speak again if we can hear you now?
Yes, good day, Mr. Jumbo. Can you hear me loud and clear?
All right. We can hear you. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you.
Right, nice. So Patrick, you heard the stacks I was giving, and the reason why I'm happy you're here in the studio is because you're someone who can, speak to some of these opportunities in the sector. There's a lot we want to learn from you today, so you're going to take us through a journey on how these conversations will go. Now, let's get to know you more. Tell us a bit about your background and professional journey.
Okay. Greetings, everybody.
Yeah, you need to come closer.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Greetings, everybody. Greetings, my professionals. Greetings, my green energy enthusiasts. Special greetings to you, Wisdom. And I cannot say anything here without expressing my gratitude to All On And a very big thank you to Dr. Webi Boa for giving me this wonderful opportunity to be here. And also Mr. Afolabi for giving me this opportunity to stay here this day to speak about energy solutions. So my name is Patrick Ezenachi. I'm a young professional with Society of Petroleum Engineers Port Harcourt section, and I am very passionate about clean energy solutions. So I am here to share my little success story, and I'm very, very sure that you all will be motivated. Okay, so I happened to connect with All On 2019 when I lost my job, and it was so heartbreaking that I had no place to go. I had nowhere to connect. I just had to roam about the streets of Port Harcourt, cracking my brain on what next to do. But big shout out to Dr. Webi Bua, who gave the Niger Delta youths the opportunity to upscale and transition from fossil to non-fossil. All right. So, Mr. Wisdom, I appreciate the invitation, and I'm going to tell the whole world how All On has impacted my journey from energy, fossil fuel to non-fossil fuel. All right. So the opportunity came for us to upscale, and I connected with All On in PH, and there was this scholarship program going on. So they chose me as a Niger Delta youth who is enthusiastic about clean energy, and I connected with them, and they gave us this intensive training, very intensive. I mean, for the past 2 weeks that we were on that training, I mean, I couldn't sleep, right? So the industry thought leaders that came for the training, they were so amazing, all thanks to All On. So I followed up, I studied, and I passed the exam. Very, very intensive exam, certified by GIZ. So since then, I have been on fire. Since then, I have been passionate about eradicating energy poverty. So in the whole of Port Harcourt, you know, we are suffering from black soot. I mean, when you breathe in, you are breathing carbon monoxide due to gas flaring. So I asked myself as a youth, how do I help? So with the skill I acquired from All On training, I started teaching people about Sustainable Development Goal 7, which is all about generating clean energy. I go to schools and I talk to them about renewable energy. I go to the market, I talk to them about it. I connect with my folks in Society of Petroleum Engineers Port Harcourt section. They know me as the renewable energy guy. So people wonder what pushes me to go about teaching people. So when I was growing up as a child, I had this dream to help generate energy. Like when I probably be playing games with my brother and they take lights, I'll be like, what is the meaning of this? Why this? So I started cracking my brain. I must find a way to solve this problem. But unfortunately, I couldn't because I schooled down the east. So I did my industrial training in Warri, Delta State, where the dream started materializing. So I saw the opportunity to become an energy champion.
Okay.
Yes. So after my industrial training, I said I must create something.
All right. So we're happy for your journey, Patrick, and you may want to sit well so that so we can see you.
Yeah.
All right. So we're happy for your journey, and I know in 2019, All On launched this Niger Delta off-grid energy scholarship program in partnership with Rubitech, and you were a beneficiary of this program, and that's what you've been trying to explain. I mean, tell us, what are some of the things you learned in that training? What were the content of that training that sort of made an impact in your life?
Okay, so they gave us a training on mini-grid design.
Okay.
With particular focus on solar system installation.
Okay.
So the industry thought leaders, the professors that came through, they drilled us It wasn't just a training.
How many weeks training was that?
2 weeks intensive training.
Okay.
From morning till evening. Well packaged. Have a look at my textbook.
Yeah.
I'll give you everything in this world, but I'm not giving you this. Good. So the content is rich. They taught us about energy audit. They taught us about load assessment.
Okay.
They taught us about quality materials when it comes to solar system installation. They taught us about risk assessment. The safety aspect of the business. It's not just all about installation. What about the safety aspect of the business? So they taught us a whole lot, not just on solar. They taught us biomass. They taught us hydro. Then the financial aspect of the business. They also taught us all about it. So
all of this in 2 weeks.
All of this, it was well packaged. The schedule, the timing was well planned. So we benefited a whole lot. But like I said, the training was so intensive. I said, you have to score a 70 for you to pass. But I went home with the content.
Okay.
You know, when I wrote the exam, I was like, I'm not going to pass this exam, but I am definitely going home with something. So, but when the results came out,
you passed.
I passed.
You passed. So, how much of what you learned in that training did you know before the training? How much of everything you were taught did you know before going for the training?
I didn't know much. I must be frank with you. Like I said, I was doing something in the oil and gas sector, though. I was managing a project on control system. It has nothing to do with renewable energy. So when Olon came through, they turned me to a champion. So I can stand in front of anybody and preach the gospel of renewable energy. I can install, I can teach, I harness my own clean energy. Where I stay in PH, I generate, and they know me as the energy guy.
The energy guy.
The energy guy.
The energy guy. Nice. So let's tap into a few things you've learned from that training. And I want to start with your assessment on the awareness of solar in Nigeria. Now, we know from what I read earlier, experts have said Nigerians are embracing, renewable energy for the first half of this year more than ever before. But from your experience and assessment, how would you rate the awareness of this solar product or solar generally in Nigeria as of today?
On a scale of 10, it's still at 5. People are still not very much aware. So that's why I took it upon myself to go about preaching the gospel of renewable energy. Where I live in PH, I talk about it like I tell everybody from the little ones to the girls to market people are still not aware. It's just the enlightened ones that, and you still find it hard to convince them that this thing works. So, I voluntarily do this and go to my page on LinkedIn, you will see the outreach. So my advice is that we should preach more. It's a decade of action. All hands should be on deck. Youths have a role to play. So I'm sitting here representing African youths. We cannot end energy poverty if we do not get involved. We need to create more awareness.
But it's the reason why we're having this show. Power Solutions is sort of an educative avenue for us at Olon to also help to increase awareness, just to teach people every week something new and what is happening around solar, renewable energy, and all of that. But my question again to you now is, one complaint we get, or one feedback we get, I'm not calling it complaint, feedback, is it says solar is very expensive. It's one reason why most people have not switched to solar. I get that all the time, and it's always, the conversation goes here or there. But how do you respond to this as someone who is actively now working in the space? How do you respond to this question of, solar is expensive, and that's why I cannot?
They find it comfortable to get petrol for 3,000 naira and use it for that day, and the next day when there is no lights, they still do the same thing over and over again. But in the long run, how much are you spending? What is the health implication of using that diesel or that petrol? Solar is not expensive. Procuring the material, it seems as if it's expensive. You buy battery, you buy panel, you buy charge controller and all of that. When you do the assessment, maybe for a 2.5 kVA system, you are probably getting like 700, 800K. But when you do the analysis, this thing will run you for the rest of, a very long time, right? The panel will last for like 25 years. The battery is going to last for like 5 good years. How about the inverter system and the other components? With proper installation, this thing will run you for like 30 good years. I'm giving you a practical example. I saved up money and I installed this in my house, and it's been running for like 2 good years. I buy 3,000 naira units. I only use it to press my clothes. I can't remember the last time I went to buy units. All right, all I just need is for the sun to come out and I have my energy, and I use it at any point in time. So if you say that solar is expensive, it means that you don't understand how this work. How about the health benefit actually? So I'm encouraging everyone out there to subscribe to renewable energy. Yes.
Now the other conversation is battery. And most people have argued that the battery is another part of the expense, for solar, and there's this whole confusion on what battery to use and what battery not to use. So how do you, as someone who works actively in this space, when you install these things, what kind of batteries do you use? That are the best kind of batteries, because when the sun is out in the night, the battery saves the energy. So how do you advise, when you install this product, what kind of batteries do you use?
Okay, so you have 2 types of battery, lead acid battery and lithium ion battery. The depth of discharge and the state of health of these batteries are not the same, right? So lead acid battery is more affordable than lithium ion battery, right? So I will recommend lead acid battery because you can easily buy it, use it at home. So, but people do not know that this being a mechanical system, that there is a way you use it for longevity. So I encourage a good technical person to go for installation, just to help the users benefit from the system. With proper installation, the battery lasts for like 5 years for lead acid. And the depth of discharge, sometimes I design it at 50%. People don't understand how this thing works. So when they use it, or when it's not installed properly, it lasts for like 6 months, 1 year, and they say, wow, this thing doesn't work. That's not true. So I have an electronic device called battery equalizer. It helps to equalize the battery at a stable voltage of, let's say, 13 volts. So when you are charging up this system, it charges at that same voltage, which doesn't damage the battery. As against lithium ion battery, the depth of discharge is 90%. It's a very, very good battery, but it's not everybody that can afford it. So I will advise that people go for lead acid battery, but make sure that you have a competent installer who will install this battery system and ensure that they function efficiently and you enjoy your system.
All right, if you're just joining the conversation, this is Power Solutions, and we have been discussing bridging the skills gap to close energy access. My name is Chapp-Jumbo, and Power Solutions is powered by Olon, Energy Impact Investment Company, in partnership with Nigeria for your number 1 talk station. Now, we want to learn, what are the opportunities available. My guest here is Patrick Chidozie Ezenachi. He's a solar project engineer. But Patrick, now let me come to you. From the skills you have gotten from this training and the opportunities that are available you, someone listening to your story now will be interested in career opportunities in renewable energy. What would be your advice to them, coming from your own experience?
The future is green. They should not waste a minute. We're talking about energy crisis. We're talking about eradicating energy poverty. That's a global problem. So I mean, you can't tell me that you are still thinking twice to come into the renewable energy space when you can solve your own power problem and solve Africa's problem. 2 months ago, people were running helter-skelter in Lagos here because there is no fuel, there is no diesel. But there are people who are benefiting because they have subscribed to renewable energy. Once there is sunlight, you already have your energy.
Okay.
It's noiseless, it's eco-friendly, it doesn't cost you much. So, my dear youths listening to this program, please do not waste a minute to come. Let's connect. Let us think up innovative solutions to eradicate energy poverty. Africa is blessed. Nigeria is blessed with sun. Go to the north, go to the east, go to the west. Once it's 8 in the morning, there is sunlight. A friend of mine came down from Netherlands and he's saying that Africans, we are so blessed with all these natural resources, and we are still suffering from energy poverty. The problem is that we are not properly informed. The problem is that we take time to make the right decision. Let us make safe choice and transition from fossil to non-fossil so that we start living sustainably.
All right, Patrick is. We have a call. Let me take this call and maybe we'll have some feedback. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, we can hear that person. All right. We'll try to take calls, but maybe we'll just keep that. Okay. So Patrick, now we see the growth of renewable energy, but what do you see about the future? When do you think when do you think we're going to close this energy poverty in Nigeria?
In line with Paris Agreement to achieve that net zero goal, 2030 is not far away from us.
Okay.
And I'm believing that with what All On is doing, at 2030 we should get to a reasonable percentage. All right. So United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 7 is all about eradicating energy poverty and generating clean energy. And I think the plan is to achieve that come 2050. But 2050 is very far, if you ask me. So if all hands will be on deck, all youths will come on board, professionals, companies, we can close this energy access gap come 2030 because we have what it takes. We have enthusiasts, we have the manpower. It's just for us to push more. It's just for us to create more awareness. It's just for the likes of for companies like All On and other companies to recruit more personnel who are enthusiastic, and we are good to go. 2030, my target. I mean, if you ask me, I can do this by 2025 if I have.
If you have all the power.
If I have all the power.
if it's only you that can.
If it's only me, 2025. Let's close this down.
All right. So, but now we hear a lot about only solar, but you know, solar is not the only renewable energy source.
No.
But why is solar more popular than others? In your opinion, what do you think is the reason why?
Awareness.
Awareness.
They create more awareness on just solar.
Okay.
All right. So you have biomass, you have hydro.
Okay.
I worked with an engineer, and we were able to generate clean energy utilizing biomass in Otueke hospital. Otueke. So you have biomass, but people preach more about solar because, I mean, we have sun. You also have wind. Go down to just you have people taking advantage of that, but they don't preach more about it. And we have solar energy. The materials are readily available here. The panels, the battery, and all. And I think wind energy is also a good source of energy, but it's more common in the north and also offshores where you have
Okay, so solar is the one that more awareness
exactly
have been on.
more awareness has been. We need to create also more awareness on biomass. We need to create more awareness on wind energy as well, just like the way Olon is doing on solar and also on other forms of renewables.
Yeah.
Yes, if all hands be on deck, we shouldn't have energy access gap in Africa and in Nigeria. We shouldn't. If you ask me.
We'll try to talk about other sources of energy on the show. I know I've had a couple of guests who have come to share with us. I mean, biomass, amazing stuff happening in biomass. Someone from Think Electric was on the show some weeks back. Amazing stuff, honestly. Amazing stuff. And we'll try to have more conversation on that. But what I hear from you is renewable energy is the future, and there are a lot of opportunities, especially career opportunities, that many young people can grab, and get involved.
Undoubtedly.
Yeah, but aside solar, being a solar engineer and installer, what other opportunities are in the space, do you think?
Wind energy. Wind energy is another source. So, like I said, I've worked onshore and I've also done something offshore. I'm imagining a possibility whereby we have a good wind energy system offshore. All right. It will create more employment opportunities. There you have good intensity of wind, and you can harness it and use it to eradicate energy poverty. All right. I also told you about biomass. Right. I have an estate here in Lagos. I'm following up closely with them, Citadel View Estate. So they have the first fully solar powered home in Lagos here, and they're also running on biomass.
All right, thank you, Patrick. I know if I leave you, we're going to go and go. No time
from now till tomorrow.
But we're out of time, and this is where we call it a wrap for this week. But it's been interesting chatting with you. We wish you well.
Thank you.
And all your future endeavors. And all the very best with the work and all the work you're doing. And we are happy at Olon that the training has transformed you and has made you, one amazing asset one can have. So well done. Keep that going.
Thank you.
We're out of time, so we have to go. But Olon, you can follow Olon on all social media platforms to learn more about what is happening in this space. How can I grab opportunities here? And what are the things available? All the knowledge you need to know, and all the impact stories. Amazing stuff happening in this sector you can never imagine. Follow Olon on Instagram at Olon Energy, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Olon Energy. And very soon we are coming with exciting things to engage everybody on this show to make sure we are passing the information down to the roots. This is Power Solutions. My name is Wisdom Chapp-Jumbo. And Power Solutions is powered by Olon Energy Impact Investment Company with support and partnership with Nigeria Info, your number one talk station. And it's been exciting for me talking to you all every single week. And until next week, when we come with an exciting conversation, stay tuned and stay close to your radio. This is Nigeria Info.